Hello and welcome to a new video. This is the first one I've shot in a while, taking the Honda Trail 125 out for a ride. I am in Louisville, Kentucky. And now I'm heading up Zorn Avenue. It's been so incredibly hot and I've been rather busy, so I have not really ridden this bike much recently. So I figured I would take it out for a ride today since the temperatures are decent. They're in the 80s, not in the 90s. And the bike had just been sitting there for a while. I've been trying to think of new places to take this, but I'm not thinking of all that many off the top of my head, or at least ones that aren't a super long round trip. Because if I want to go out somewhere that, you know, is an hour away and ride there, so that's, you know, an hour there, an hour back, however long I want to ride in that area, and that takes long enough, probably can't do it on a work day. And my weekends have been more busy recently. So I'll have to think of somewhere to take this. Well, and something that my brother and I realized when I got this bike and then he got his, was that U-Haul has a motorcycle trailer you can rent that's pretty cheap. It's like $20 a day or something, and it is absolutely perfect for transporting like a smaller bike like this, or even like a bigger one too, but because it's you know, designed exactly for that, and it's pretty easy to use. So if you need to transport a bike somewhere, you can always rent one of those if you want. I've gone through this area quite a bit, the River Road area down by the Ohio River, but it had a bit of construction going on, which I guess is getting close to being wrapped up. I guess we'll see. And this bike is able to handle trips on roads with 45 mile per hour speed limit just fine. It's once you start getting to roads where it's 55 or above that it's probably not able to go fast enough. Go up here real quick and check out the river before I continue on. And they've got all these divots cut out in the concrete, I'm assuming to stop people from doing burnouts up here, which I'm sure can be a problem on the weekends. And this is the Ohio River. And then directly across, there's a boat launch ramp in Indiana. And then further down that way You'll run into like Prospect, and there's Captain's Quarters and the other bridge that goes to Indiana. Then to the left, down there is downtown Louisville, which may not be super visible on this. But the river is not looking too terribly full of crap right now. And then over here is the boat launch ramp area, which I think I'm going to cut through versus going all the way around. You know, because I've had this bike for, at this point, a couple years. I do think this would be a good bike to own if you live near like a lake or something, and you want something just to ride around near the marina and your property and all that. Probably a good bike to do stuff like that. Something to get around on, and it's, you know, it's not like a full dual sport that you can do anything with, but it's, you know, capable enough. You can take it up some basic areas. I'm not going to ride around back here too much because there have been people in the past that go back and take trucks or ATVs or something and tear up the fields that are used for soccer and baseball and stuff. So I don't want to go through there and draw the attention thinking I did it. I mean, I don't know that this thing even has the power to tear up grass all over the place, but I can see this being fun to have, you know, if you have some property near the lake and a boat and all that stuff, to go check out the marina and come back. Unless the roads all have people doing 70 miles an hour or something, but and one thing that we'll say that having this kind of bike does do is it makes you see open land and then just want to go and explore it, which, if it's something that people privately own, probably not a great idea. And over to the left is the other bridge I mentioned that goes from Kentucky to Indiana. I will not be crossing that. Because if you're looking for spots to take a bike like this for a ride, then again, you don't want to do a 3-4 hour round trip, which, to be honest, on this kind of bike can get rather uncomfortable. You know, you can go along this River Road area. You can go out to like Oldham County and take Sleepy Hollow Road and go out there, and there's a lot of farmland and golf courses and stuff. Or you can go to the Dixie Highway area and just take Dixie Highway super far down into Radcliffe and Brandenburg and all the different areas that go through there. Then you can go, you know, in the city anywhere you want. Sometimes I'll go down like Northwestern Parkway and end at Shawnee Park for that area. So there's plenty of places to go, but the problem is finding places that have ample space, where it's not somebody's privately owned property, that you can go off-road a little bit. If you have private property, that's probably your best bet, but the people I know that have private property, it's a pretty decent little drive. Maybe I'll go one day. And I don't own a truck, so I would have to borrow one to get the little trailer that I mentioned that U-Haul has to transport a motorcycle. But that would be a bit of effort, so I probably have to plan that and try. Maybe I can go do something like that with my brother who has a bike. Because over here on the right, all this field area just looks like somewhere that would be fun to go and explore. And something that I had seen online is that Livewire, so the brand, the spin-off brand of Harley-Davidson that makes electric motorcycles, they have an electric trail bike that's coming out that's essentially the equivalent to this thing, to the Honda Trail. It has a similar top speed. The range is supposed to be like between 50 miles, I think, normal riding, and 75 if you keep it at 20 miles per hour. So it would be pretty comparable to the kind of rides I typically take this on, and it's in the same general price bracket, so it was kind of intriguing to me. But I already own this and, you know, paid for it in cash, so I don't, you know, owe anything on it. So you'd have to sell this and buy that. Well, and two, they're new, they're brand new. There haven't really been any reviews that I can find on them, or videos of people riding them beyond just like the promo ones. That was intriguing to me, because I had looked at other stuff before that was electric, but most of it seemed a little pricey compared to this. And I have owned this bike since the early, like, spring of 2024. I've got 1,831 miles. So I don't ride it a ton. I put more miles on the Honda Navi that I had, but then I just got to where I'm busy more often. And then this is the bridge. So this is the expressway ramps that go to that bridge that crosses into Indiana. to Indiana. And there's a cycling and pedestrian and running, walking, biking path that goes through there as well, so you can ride a bike or go for a walk or run to the Indiana side and back. I wonder if the guy on a Segway thing is selling pest control services or home repairs or renovations or roofs or something. Because there have been a number of times that I've had very pushy salesmen offering pest services to me. And there's been a few times where I'll see somebody knock on the door, check the security cameras, see that that's what it is. There's somebody wearing a polo of some brand or has a vest on or something. And they've got the scooter or the Segway or whatever, so I just don't answer the door, even though my front door is open so the animals can look out. But, you know, not trying to be rude, but I don't need those services. So now I'm about to enter into Prospect. And this is, you know, part of town where some of these homes have their own little private lake with a fountain. A little bit different scenario than some of the places I ride. Out here you have a lot of large homes and neighborhoods that have their own private golf courses and stuff. Then you have a mix of like more farmland. So right now I'm going up this incline. The bike is doing 46 miles per hour. Now I'm crossing into Oldham County. I'm leaving Jefferson County. So I think that'll wrap up this ride. So this was taking the Honda Trail 125. I started on Zorn Avenue, kind of by the Ohio River in Louisville. Traveled River Road all the way through to Prospect in Oldham County. And that'll wrap it up till next time.